Hi, my name is Daniel Beatty. I am the founder of Atlanta Architecture Images, a one-stop shop photography, video, and drone company here in Atlanta, Georgia. Before Owners Up, it felt like I was stumbling around in the dark, sort of feeling my way through a process that was difficult, and I didn't have anyone to sort of lean on, and I didn't have anyone to sort of help me through this process. It definitely felt like I was by myself and trying to figure out this huge thing, basically stumbling around in the dark. The best thing that I had gotten just from being with Owners Up is getting pointed in the right direction and having people sort of keep me accountable and keeping me on track. I think what would have happened had I not joined Owners Up is that I would have continued to pursue the things I felt like I was good at in business and probably would have folded my business by now. I'm positive that I tended to focus on maybe the wrong things and didn't know the things that I didn't know. And sort of being with Owners Up definitely helped point me in the right direction and saved me enormous amounts of time and during the learning curve. So what was going through my head when I came across Owners Up was the conversation I had with my wife, in which she pointed out a lot of the things that I'm not focusing on, which is marketing and going out and expanding my network and meeting people and so forth. And when I sat down and thought about what it is I'm doing and how it's not really leading to much results, I wasn't sure who to turn to, and I wasn't sure what kind of help I needed. So I just started looking through the internet, and I found Owners Up and jumped on it, and I haven't looked back since. My main concern when joining Owners Up was money. When you're starting a new business, you really have to be very mindful of where you put every single dollar, and every single dollar needs to come back to you in some way. All the money that I put forward towards Owners Up immediately came back to me in clients and so forth. So everything that I did ended up paying for itself and ended up being a cheap investment in the long run. When I first found Owners Up, getting used to the using the process was interesting. It was not something I was used to, and it's definitely not something I thought I would be doing. But the structure of documenting what I did during the day really pointed out to me how inefficient my day had actually become, and some of the things that I was focusing on were definitely not didn't have a high return on investment. Having the structure every day really helped in seeing the activities that were a good return on investment and getting rid of the activities that were a waste of my time. Since joining Owners Up, I went from just prospecting for clients and feeling like I'm never going to be able to get this business off the ground to almost immediately, not immediately, but within a couple of months, hitting capacity to the point where I actually turned away clients. The ROI for Owners Up was amazing for me because it immediately helped in gaining more clients. But on top of that, it showed me all the areas in my business that needed work and all the areas that I was maybe too focused on. So it was like having a coach when you know nothing about the sport you're about to start playing. So it was invaluable in helping getting me to where I am today. If Owners Up didn't exist, I'm not sure what other alternatives I would find. I definitely would be reading more books about business and so forth, but I would try to find coaches as best as I can. I've used Score before and found that it was nice to have, but it's kind of lacking in its depth. And but other alternatives, other than sort of reading books and educating myself with podcasts and books, I'm not really sure what else I would pursue. I would recommend Owners Up to business owners because it's a great tool for basically helping to grow your business. It's pays for itself because you get more clients. You end up learning the things that you really needed to learn in the beginning, and it keeps you accountable to someone because as an entrepreneur, you are accountable to your clients, but you also need to have personal accountability in your growth as a person and your growth as a business owner, and Owners Up provides that. What surprised me the most about joining Owners Up was the daily inputs and the dashboard that we use every day. It surprised me the most because I didn't realize how helpful it would be, and also how enjoyable it would be to actually have other entrepreneurs to bounce ideas off of and to help with their business and see them grow as well. It's been nice.